Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm doing a 2 looks and review on the new Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2 palette. I'm so excited I treated myself to this, mostly just because it's so beautiful and I'm so happy to have the companion to the first palette. I love the first palette so much. It's so aesthetically pleasing just to look at, and I'm happy to have another one to the collection. This is what the palette looks like in case you haven't seen it yet. It's really hard to show this one on camera because it's so reflective, but it is beautiful. We have 20 different shades, different textures, mixtures of matte, super sparkly shimmers, more just like rich but subdued shimmers, if that makes sense. Like they're not glitzy sparkly, but they're just rich and more metallic-esque. Lots of purples, pinks, and reds. This is such a pretty palette. I do prefer the color story of the first one more, but this one is a lot of fun. I have already done a first impressions video with this palette where I played with it for the first time and I did swatches, so if you want to see that you can check it out. And I do also plan on doing an Instagram video very soon where I pair this palette with the original Moonspell palette. So that's all coming. I'm excited. I'm excited to pair this with that one because I think it's going to be so much fun. Before we hop into it though, I just want to give you my jewelry details. I did give you my jewelry details in look number 1 as I was doing the look, as I finished the look, but I forgot to do it when I was zoomed in for this look, so I'll just say that really quick. These earrings are from Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy, and I think this choker is from Shop Sun & Co. If it is, you can use my affiliate code battybean to save 10%. All right, I think I have said it all, so let's just hop in, create these looks, and then we will chat some more. Hello, good morning, how's it going? Let's create look number 1. It is a beautiful day outside. My windows are open and the breeze feels so good and I'm in a great mood and I'm just ready to play with this palette. I'm so excited. I feel like this palette kind of matches my aesthetic today. I need to just carry it around like it's part of my outfit. I'm gonna prime with the Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer. I'm gonna just smear that all across my lid and I'm gonna blend it out. You hear crows cawing outside? It's so cute. It makes me feel like I live in a spooky neighborhood. So I wanna do just something very dark and smoky today. I don't wanna do anything cut creasy or anything like that. And I'm gonna start with Queenie right here. I'm gonna take that on this very old Colourpop brush. This was back before they even made brushes, but it's basically just like a tapered blending brush. So I can kind of pack and blend around the edges at the same time. And what I want with Queenie is I want to pop this all across the lid and I want to work that through the top part of my lid. I don't really want to bring it up through my crease just yet. I want it to just kind of follow just the mobile lid, the part that opens and closes. I hope you're doing well today. I'm getting ready for work. It's gonna be a good day. I'm so excited. We're having a small Halloween get together this weekend and we went shopping for snacks and stuff yesterday and I'm very excited to dress up and eat food and play games and watch movies. It's gonna be good. So next I wanna take Mel. This is the worst palette to show on camera because it's so reflective. With that, I'm gonna take this small blending brush. It's a Luxie 229. And this is gonna go directly in the deepest part of my crease, right on the edge of where that red is ending. This is just gonna help be that first kind of transition away from the red towards the rest of my eye. Really quick, I'm gonna take just this dual-ended brush. I'm gonna take the smudgy side with Queenie, that first shade, because I do wanna smudge this against my lower lash as well. I feel like you might be able to hear a little bit of construction noise. One of the houses in our neighborhood, because it's still being developed, way down the street, like not next door or anything at all. It's getting worked on this morning, and I feel like I can slightly hear it, so hopefully you won't be able to. If you can, it'll be lesson learned and I won't leave my window open next time. But listen, if you live in Florida and you crave the cold as much as I do, you embrace those open windows every second you can. It's just the rules. I'm gonna take a little bit more Mel on that Luxie brush and I'm going to buff out my lower lash as well to get that nice and soft. I'm okay if this is blown out pretty far because I do like a blown out, smoked out lower lash line. So next step, I want to take Sally right here. And I think I'm actually just going to take it on the fluffy side of that dual-ended brush because I'm not going to use it for anything else. I just kind of wanted that smudgy side. And this is going to go around the very outer edges again, just to, again, help soften the very outer points and make it very blown out and smoky. And I'm going to repeat the same on that lower lash line, just to get everything diffused. So now I want to take Mildred right here. I'm just going to take a little bit of it on my finger and I'm just going to lightly stamp this across the entirety of my lid just to give kind of a wet, glossy look to this eye. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like how shifty and dimensional is. It kind of reflects bronzy but also kind of rosy. It's really, really pretty. And last, I think I want to take Zelda right here. I'm just taking that on a pencil brush. This is a Colourpop E27. And I want to just pop some of this on the lower lash line for an extra little pop of color. I wasn't really aiming to do anything on the pinky realm today, but I don't know, I kind of wanted to pop this on. I really like that just kind of effect that gave. I think that's really pretty. Oh, I said last, I have one more last. Time for Agatha. That's what I used as my face highlight today, and I'm also gonna pop it in my inner corner. So I can't go without the inner corner highlight. It's one of my favorite parts. I feel like it just ties everything together. Sometimes if I'm feeling iffy about a look, I just keep persevering, and then once I put that inner corner in, I feel good about it. Today's not one of those days. I felt good about this the whole time, but sometimes it happens. So yeah, this is the look. I really, really like this. I'm going to repeat it on the other eye, throw on my lashes, my eye pencil, and something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, here's my look complete. I think it's so pretty. It just feels smoky and vampy and delicious, and I love it. The eye pencil I threw in is Sistas from Colourpop. My lashes are Luna from Lunar Beauty. And then on my lips, I did want to use the Coven Gloss from Lunar Beauty, which I did, but I didn't just want a pale lip, so I went in with the On Ice pencil from Colourpop first, just to give it some dark color, and I put this over top of it. I used a separate brush so I wouldn't dirty up the wand on the actual product, but yes. This is the look. I love it. I also realized I forgot to give you my details because I always forget in the first look of these two looks videos. This wig I got from a local shop. The choker I'm wearing is from Shop Sun & Co. You can use my affiliate code battybean for 10% off. And this is a Neff brand beanie. So yeah, without further ado, let's just move on to look number 2. Hi, hello, I'm getting ready for work. Today is Monday the 25th. I think this video is gonna go up in like a day or two, so hello. I've already primed my eye just like look number 1, and we're just gonna go right into it. I wanna do a purpley halo eye today, and I'm thinking starting with Macy might be a fun choice. I'm just gonna take a little pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. This is a number 11 brush. I'm gonna start focusing that just in the very inner and outer part of my lid. I'm not gonna drag this out super far because I do want other shadows to help blend this out soon. I hope you're doing well. I'm in a good mood today. There we go, nice little pop of purple going on. Now I wanna take Hilda right here. This palette is so hard to show on camera. With that, I'm gonna take this little e.l.f. tapered blending brush, just so I can start, actually I'm gonna tap that off a little bit more, just so I can start kind of running at the edge of this purple. And I'm gonna try to leave the center of my crease a little bit blank, just so that I have room to blend and grow and keep kind of that open center halo eye formation. Now that I'm at this point really quick, I do want to just kind of replicate that same thing on my lower lash line. I'm going to smoke that first purple all the way across. Just want to get it nice and purpled down here. This particular shade is a little bit of a drier formula, so I am finding I have to build it a little bit because it's not wanting to be crazy creamy pigment all the way across, but it does seem to be building up nicely. And now I'm going to take Hilda, that second shade that I used, just to start buffing at that edge as well to get it nice and soft. Now I want to take just this lavendery light pale shade. I'm going to take that on a Kaleidos S2 brush. I feel like I remember seeing that Kaleidos got rid of their brushes, and that's pretty unfortunate because they're some of my favorite brushes. I hope that's not true. With this, I'm just working it through the crease. I am taking this through the middle since it's such a light shade, and I'm just working on blending the very outer edges of the shadows I've already laid down. I'm going to do the same thing to my lower lash line just to buff everything out and make it nice and smooth and smoky. Oh, I love these purple tones. It's so pretty. Now for some extra drama, I want to take a little bit more of Macy, that very first purple, just to re-intensify in the inner and outer part of my eye, just to keep that purple drama going. And I'm just gonna take my fluffy brush with no additional product just to blend some more. I am pretty happy with that. So now we're gonna work on the lid. Basically what I want is I'm gonna put this shade here on the inner and outer part of my eye, and then this one in the middle. Those shades are Louise and Myrtle. I didn't see them when I was pointing at them. And I'm going to take my NYX Glitter Primer because I use it with all of my shimmers to help everything pop really nicely. I'm just going to take this small dense brush from Colourpop. It's an E26. I'm just going to put a little bloop of glitter primer. And then I'm just going to pat this all across the lid. I'm not doing anything cut creasy per se. I just want it to all be very blended and blown out and haloed. I'm taking Louise first, just on that same brush. And that is simply just going to go right here close to where I laid down that dark matte purple, so that it kind of fills in this little spot, leaving the middle open. That is such a pretty shade of purple. This particular shade isn't incredibly sparkly, but it is just really rich. And now I'm flipping that brush over to the clean side. I'm gonna take Myrtle. And Myrtle is gonna go right in between those two. Oh, this shade is so pretty. It has such a nice kind of duochrome flip where it's kind of bluey purple. It's really, really pretty. And this one I'm basically taking all the way up to where my crease is. And now I'm just gonna take my pencil brush I used with that first matte purple, no additional product, but I'm just gonna use this just to make sure everything is smudged and blended and flows from matte to shimmer nicely. And now just to kick this up a notch, because it is a very subtle halo right now, it's not bam pop right in the center, which is totally fine. I do like that, but I do want to take Luna, which I did use as my face highlight today. I want to take some of Luna and pop this right in the center of what I have going on, just to give a little extra shift and sparkle right in the midpoint of my lid. Ooh, that's so pretty. And I'm also just gonna pop that same shade right in the inner corner just to tie everything together. I love how wet looking this shade is. So yeah, this is the look. I love this. I think it's so rich and beautiful. I'm gonna recreate it on the other eye, throw on my lashes, eye pencil, and something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, this is my look complete. I feel like a vampy queen. I love these colors. You know, there was a period of time where I didn't love wearing purple, but now it's one of my favorites. I think it's so pretty and I think it looks so good with my eyes. I love this whole vibe. I think this is cute. The eye pencil I threw in is Piggy Bank from Colourpop. My lashes are Luna from Lunar Beauty. And on my lips, I went in first with my Luna liquid lipstick from Menagerie and the Bitchcraft gloss from Lunar Beauty. I know I didn't wear the pumpkin-y shade one. I don't remember what it's called now. The orange liquid lipstick that came with this collection in this video or my first impressions, but I just feel like that orange doesn't really go with the palette very well. But I did wear it very recently in an Instagram video that I think will be up before this video goes up. So if you want to see that in action, you can go check it out. It's a beautiful color. I have a hard time pairing it with this palette. So yeah, this is the look. Let me zoom out and I will give you my thoughts on the palette. Side note, I already finished filming and I realized I forgot to mention, I've been seeing like sparkly brows or disco brows has been a trend lately. And I wanted to pair it with this look since this look was so rich and sparkly. So I just took more of Luna on my big fat blending brush from Kaleidos. I just kind of swirled it in and just kind of pressed that sparkle all around my eyebrows, specifically in the outer half, but a little dusting here. Don't know how well you can see the sparkle, but it's really cute in person. It's kind of subtle, just a little hint of sparkle, but I wanted to mention that I did that. All right, how was it? Did you like my looks? Which look is your favorite? I was really feeling the first look, but something about this one just steals my heart. But I'm having trouble picking, so you're gonna have to tell me your favorite. Let's chat about the palettes. The first thing I wanna say is I do kind of wish this was the same size as the first one, just so that they were consistently the same, but it doesn't bug me that much that there's an extra row down here. It's not the end of the world, but I do kind of wish they were like the same size. For the most part, I've had a lot of fun with this palette. I actually really enjoy the fact that there are different kinds of textures in here with the shimmers. Do I prefer the super glitzy, sparkly, amazing shimmers on the top row? Absolutely, but I don't mind that some of these shimmers are just more like rich metallics rather than glitzy sparkly, but I do prefer the glitzy sparkly. Glitzy sparkly ones though do have quite a bit of like fallout and dustiness, so if you are not cool with having sparkle all over the place, you might not be into it, but I like it. I love sparkle galore. The mattes are really pretty. I'm pretty sure I've played with literally everything except for Freya. And I think I'll play with this one when I do my Instagram video, but I'm pretty sure I've played with everything else at this point. For the most part, everything is performing really nicely. The only ones that are giving me a little bit of trouble are Willow the Bright Red and Macy the Bright Purple. They are a bit of a drier formula, so you just have to kind of build them up a little bit. I feel like when you first apply it, it can tend to look a little just kind of, I don't want to say patchy because it's not that it's patchy. It's almost just like it's not crazy opaque, which I guess it's a little bit patchy. But once I start building it a little bit more, for me personally, it starts to smooth out and build and blend and it looks beautiful. I personally haven't had an issue with any of these blending out or acting weird. I know people have been talking about the formula being different since apparently he changed labs or something. I don't really know the details of the behind the scenes in that aspect. Maybe it is a little bit different than his old formula, but I am still enjoying this one just fine. I haven't really had any issues. I don't know. I feel like I'm one of those people that I don't really tend to scrutinize a formula under a microscope like that. It's just if it works, it works. I'm happy with it if it works. Yeah, maybe this is different than his original formula, but since I'm enjoying this one just the same, I honestly don't really mind. So That's all I really want to say on that. I would love to know your thoughts though. Do you have this palette? Do you want to pick it up? Do you have the original? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a Halloween related emoji because we're still in spooky season. And if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the battybean fam. I am battybean on everything. I post every day on Instagram and I'm pretty active on TikTok and Twitter as well. And if you want to subscribe, you can see more of my videos. I'm posting every single day in the month of October. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.